Hey guys, it's Amy Deb, the Keto Queen. I hope you're having a great day, guys. We are in the kitchen and it's going to be a fast dinner because remember I made a commitment yesterday. I'm going to be getting 7,500 steps or more every single day, no matter what. So we're cooking fast in the kitchen tonight. Plus, I was on vacation. Why did I say vacation? I was not on vacation. I'm going on vacation. Going on vacation this weekend, so I got some house cleaning to do and some packing to unpack and start again. So I've got things to do in the house, so we're making a fast dinner. I wanted to show you guys my very favorite bread. This is the bread I use for all sandwiches, burgers. I mean, I use it for everything. I love this recipe. If you've been watching me, you've seen it before. So I hope not to bore you guys to death, but I want to run through it really quickly with you. The reason I love it is it's fast. Very few, if hardly any carb. I actually say it has one carb just to say it has a carb, but I'm actually rounding up. And that would depend on your flour, because we are using almond flour in this, and not all almond flours are the same. So make sure you're looking at your package to find out how many carbs are in your flour. But if you're using a super low carb flour, mine has 2 carbs in a 4th cup. 2 carbs in a 4th cup. This one says 1 carb and 2 tablespoons. I'm going to use this one. It's about the same though. It's pretty much the same. So you just have to know how many carbs are in your package so you know how many you're eating if you are seriously counting carbs. And you might not be really strict keto. If you're like me, this is going to be my meal of the day. I've been fasting all day. I've been doing our intermittent fasting program, and it's amazing. It's amazing. I love our intermittent fasting program, and it is the intermittent fasting program is a part of our Summer Slim Down package. If you guys didn't see the Summer Slim Down, we're actually going to start with an intermittent fast together on Monday. And then we're going to drink ketones for 10 days, and then we're going to jump into a reboot, finish it out with 10 more days of ketones. You're going to feel amazing. So if you're looking for the Summer Slim Down kit, it's in my link. And if you want information on it, just put summer in the comments and I'll send it to you. But this is my primary meal today. I've already got 4 burgers ready. We are frying up some burgers tonight. I used pepper jack cheese. We're just going to fry up some burgers, and let's make my favorite bread. This is the mayo shuffle. Now, I know there are a lot of people that make the mayo shuffle, or what they call the Wonder Bread, but guess what? They're not all the same. Like, mine is completely different than other people's because a lot of people use a lot more flour than I do. This is like the perfect combination for me, and I love it. So let's get busy. Now, I'm making 6 times the recipe. So six times the recipe. So I'm doing it 6 times because I'm going to make a lot of bread. The thing I love about these is you can put them in the freezer, pull them out as you need. So I'm making more than what we need tonight, but I'm going to go over the recipe with you making 1 sandwich. So 1 sandwich means what? A bottom and a top. So a bottom and a top with your meat in the middle, that's a sandwich. So the recipe I'm going to tell you is for 1 sandwich, but I'm making 6 times. So I'm quadruple. I know it's more than quadruple. I don't know how to say that. But I'm making 6 times the recipe. So it is a mayo shuffle. So the first thing you're going to start with is your mayo. So I have 1 tablespoon of mayo. Actually, I have more. So this is going to be tricky. Write this down or use the link for the recipe. I'm going to tell you it's 1 tablespoon of mayo, but I actually have 6 tablespoons because remember, I don't know how to say it. 6 timing the recipe. I'm 6 timing the recipe. So you'll start with your mayonnaise, and you're going to use 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise to 1 tablespoon of almond flour. So like I said, not almond flours are the same. So make sure you know how many carbs are in your almond flour if you're on a serious tracking of carbs. Like I said, this is my only meal today. So I'm doing the OMAD, the intermittent fasting right now. And because this is my only meal, I haven't had any carbs. Okay, so it's pretty awesome. Actually, I've had just a few carbs in the drinks that I had today, but I mean very few. So we're going to do our almond flour. And so it's 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise to 1 tablespoon of almond flour. I can open it. Remember, I'm 6 timing the recipe. So you're going to use 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of your almond flour of choice. Then you're going to do 1 egg. So you see I'm making a whole lot more than 1 egg, right? I'm doing 6 eggs because I'm making this recipe 6 times the normal amount. So if you're making one sandwich, you've got 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of your almond flour of choice, a low-carb almond flour, 1 egg. Okay, let me rinse my hands off this second. I got egg on it. Are we waiting on Daddy to go outside? We're waiting on Daddy to go outside. All right, I had to wash that egg off my hand. Okay, so 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of almond flour, 1 egg, and then you're going to do some baking powder. You're going to do 1/8 teaspoon, so like 1/8 teaspoon. Get my teaspoon out. 1/8 teaspoon. Let's find that. Oops. All right, so 1/8 teaspoon of baking powder, and then we're going to add some water. So you want a 1/2 teaspoon. You also can do a whole tablespoon. It really is up to you and how thin you want it. I usually do a 1/2 teaspoon. So let me pull this over to my sink so it'll be easier for me to do. Guys, that's it. So we're now going to mix up the mix for our sandwich, and this is my favorite sandwich bread. I think that this is my last hamburgers to make. We're just frying up some burgers in the skillet and putting them on a bun, which is my favorite bread substitute. And then we have all the awesome toppings. So I've got bacon, I've got lettuce, I've got tomato, I've got jalapenos. Yes, and we're topping it off with some pepper jack cheese, so they're going to be fabulous. Let me put this in the warmer so it don't get cold. One of the things I love about this bread is it literally takes 4 minutes and that's it. So I'm going to go over the recipe with you one more time. We're going to mix this up and we're going to put it into our little mini waffle maker. Now I've got the waffle maker that makes 4. You might have one that's just a little mini that makes 1. That's perfectly fine, but I usually cook a lot at the same time. So I love this one. I got it from Amazon. It's just the dash and it has 1, 2, 3, 4 burners. So you can make you make 2 sandwiches at the same time. All right, so we're going to take this mixture. I'm going to go over it again. If you're making 1 sandwich, it's 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of almond flour, 1 egg, 1/8 teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/2 teaspoon of water. And you're just going to mix this up. You can use a fork if you want to, but I don't want to dirty anything else. I'm just going to use the same spoon. And that's it, guys. It's so easy. And then I've learned by using my little dash waffle maker so long that the perfect amount for your little dash, I don't care if it's 1 or if it's got 4 burners, is 2 tablespoons. So if you have a little 2 tablespoon scoop, it's the perfect amount so it doesn't overflow and make a mess all over your counter. But all we're doing now is turning this on, let it get hot, and then we're ready to go. I timed mine for 4 minutes, and the thing I love about this is they're soft. So you hear a lot of recipes for buns, like shuffle buns, and shuffles generally are made with cheese. And the thing I love about the mayo shuffle is that there is no cheese. And the reason I like no cheese is because when I'm eating a sandwich, I don't want to cut the roof of my mouth. Like if you make a cheddar cheese shuffle or mozzarella or any kind of cheese shuffle, to me they get really hard and they hurt the top of my mouth. So I love this because it really does, it stays soft. Just like a Wonder Bread, just like a piece of bread. And I absolutely love it. So this is our go-to. Ricky loves these. He loves to make breakfast sandwiches with them. Any kind of sandwich. We love club sandwich. We love fried chicken sandwiches. We love burgers. We hadn't made burgers in a long time. So we love this bread. I'm going to look and see if you guys have any questions for me while this is cooking. I set a timer for 4 minutes, and each one of these will cook 4 minutes. Let's see if these are still, oh yeah. I like my hamburgers medium, but Ricky's like well done. He don't want to hear any mooing when he cooks his meat. So I'm making sure these are well done for Ricky. That one's perfect. Let me put this one in the warmer. And these 2 still have a couple of minutes. So I love to top my burgers with all the awesome things. So I would love to know, what do you like to top your burgers with? If you don't mind putting in the comments, I'd love to know what you top your burgers with. We have pepper jack cheese. We've got bacon. We've got jalapenos. We got lettuce and tomatoes. I mean, I love all the good stuff. I also have a low-carb ketchup. If we want to use ketchup, we love mayonnaise. So me and Ricky, we love mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato. Like, it's the best. So what do you love to top your burgers with? If you put in the comments, I'd love to know. And let's see, this is already hot, so let's get it going. So all we're gonna do is take my little 2 tablespoon scoop, and we're gonna put this into your little waffle maker. Now it's gonna look like it's not full, but if you just beat it around, you just need a thin layer. All you need is a thin layer. I'm gonna show you, if you'll give me 4 minutes, they're gonna be ready, and I'll show you what they come out looking like. This 2 tablespoon scoop I've learned is just the perfect amount. A lot of people ask me if I spray my waffle maker. I don't. It doesn't ever stick. But it's a good one. It's the Dash. But they shouldn't stick unless you scratch it with a fork or a knife. It should be perfectly fine for you. All right, let me set a timer. Set a timer for 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
All right, so I'm gonna look and see if you guys have any questions while we're waiting on this 4-minute timer. I love this bread. So, oh yes, I see some people asking about the summer deal, guys. It's called the Summer Slim Down. It's amazing. You get a shaker cup, you get your ketones, you get an iFast system and the Reboot all in one bundle package. And we're gonna do it together starting on Monday. And guess what? I'm gonna be in Jamaica. I'm gonna be in Jamaica doing this, and I am totally gonna do it because I'm super excited about slimming down to summer. And I'm going to be doing it for the next 3 months. So this Monday is our start date for June. Then we have a July start date and an August start date. But we basically are doing them back to back to back. If you're looking for transformation, you're going to want 3 of them. You're going to want to do them with me every single month for the next 3 months. It's going to be so easy. Everybody can do it. It's so awesome. So if you want information on it, put summer in the comments and I'll send you some information. Do you continue losing on OMAD or is that maintenance? Oh, yeah, D, you can totally lose on OMAD. I've been maintaining now for a long time. So I went from a size 12 to a size 4-6, and I've maintained for 4+ years. But you can easily gain on OMAD too. It just depends on what your health looks like. Like if you're eating 3,000 or 4,000 calories in your one meal, which is totally possible depending on what you're eating, then you actually can gain weight on OMAD. It just depends on your diet. And but intermittent fasting is an amazing program for everyone because who in the world is going to sit down and eat 3,000 calories in one meal? And you can totally do it, but who's going to do that? You'll feel miserable. So OMAD is an amazing way. I love to do it when I'm doing my intermittent fasting. It's not every single day. No, an 1/8 teaspoon, Deborah, an 1/8 teaspoon of baking powder. Guess what I got? I got that same air fryer. Yes, Casey, I'm so excited. I love my air fryer. I actually air fried my bacon. Let's see. Oh yeah, I hear you, Rhonda. Rhonda wants hers well done too. We must all have that one in our homes. I'm so glad you love it, Debbie. Let's see. Oh yes, mustard. I need the shuffle recipe. It's in the post, Darlene. So grab it, girlfriend. Grab it. I love it. It's our favorite bread. Oh, we got tomatoes, onions, and pickles. Oh yes, I got pickles too. I forgot about the pickles. I need to get those out of the fridge. But I love jalapenos, even better. Is it hard to clean? Absolutely not, Janet. You're talking about the shuffle maker? No, because nothing sticks in there. And if you don't overflow it, it's not all in the edges. But what I normally do, if it overflows, is I'll just take a wet little sponge or a wet little paper towel and just wipe through. I mean, it's so easy to clean. You know I don't like to clean, so I'm telling you the truth.
You got that right.
Oh, Christina says that they eat deer meat now. No beef. Ooh. Ricky's not a big deer meat fan. We've never really had a good, there's not anybody here that really processes them really well. Oh yes, that Heinz sugar-free ketchup is delicious. Caramelized onions and provolone and mayonnaise. Oh, Marsha, that sounds amazing.
I don't know.
Ooh, avocado slices on it. Ricky would like that. Why do you keep smashing your burgers? Because I'm silly, Irene. It's like I feel like I gotta have something to do while I'm talking to you. It feels weird just standing here. So I feel like I have to do something. I'm a constant stirrer too. If you guys notice, like I will just stir the mess out of my meals while I'm talking. Don't ask me. Don't ask me, Irene. I'm just staying busy. Let me put this in my warmer. Give me a second. And the burgers are done. Oh, show me the timer.
There's a 4-minute timer.
I got 17 seconds left on there. I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot about my bread. Cheese, lettuce, tomato, onions, pickles, ketchup, and mayonnaise. Yes. Oh yes. Diced onions. We love some onions. I see all those summer requests. I will definitely send it to you guys. What does OMAD stand for? 1 meal a day. All right. Their first batch is ready, and they look fantastic. So we're going to take them right out with a fork. Now be careful because you don't want your fork to scrape your thing, but you can easily get it. You also can use this, and you can use anything, honestly, but I usually am really careful and use my fork. All right. I'm going to show them to you, and I'm going to go ahead and start my second batch. Woo. All right. Now, I love these because they're super soft. Like you can bend them. Oh, it's hot right now. They're super soft. See, you can push down on them. They're not hard like cheese. I love these. And look, they make the perfect size little sandwich. So it's like a perfect serving. And I can do one or two. Just depends on how hungry I am and what I'm putting in the middle. So if it's just like a ham sandwich, you know, I could put on some ham, some lettuce, tomato, and eat two of them. If I'm doing a burger, I usually get really full with just the one burger with all those amazing toppings I was just telling you about. So let me start my second one, then I'm going to finish answering y'all's questions. If you have any questions, put them in the comments for me. Ricky's over here doing my dishes. He's a good man, good man.
Want something?
You want something? What do you want? You don't know yet? Ricky says he wants something, but he don't know what it is yet. Y'all know he's lying. He does my dishes all the time because he loves me.
I love you.
I know you do. Ricky said he missed me so much when I was gone to Kentucky. It felt good coming home.
I love you, Mama.
Felt good coming home, and Ricky says, I just missed you. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. Of course, we always miss each other, but you know, I had my friend come over a couple of days before I left for Kentucky, so I was busy and chatting and catching up with her, so like Ricky was like playing with the dogs. All right, let's see. I mean, you're still losing. Oh, no, Dee, I'm not trying to lose. Like, okay, so we all have different goals, right? I'm going to be 100% perfectly honest with you guys. I don't like to be really, really skinny. Like, it's just me. I like curves. So, like, I like to keep some of my boobs. I like to keep some of my butt, even though I've got a waffle butt. I don't have, like, a butt. I got, like, a butt. But I like to keep what I got. So, I'm a woman who loves curves. So, if I wanted to be losing more, I certainly could. But the way I maintain, now that I'm in maintenance phase, is I can choose to have an extra helping. Like last night, I didn't just have one of those chicken burgers. I had two. And I had 2 helpings of the broccoli. So I don't do that every single night, but some nights I can have extra servings when I'm in maintenance phase.
Your 2 was probably a 1.5.
Also, like if we go out to eat, I can, not every time, but occasionally I can have, you know, something extra. Like I'm not going to eat the burger with the bread and stuff, but I might eat a couple of Ricky's fries. You know, so in maintenance phase, you can maintain or you can continue losing. It's completely up to you. But it's all about the amount of calories you're having at the maintenance phase and then the food you're choosing. You guys know I'm always going to stay low carb or keto. Like I love the way I feel with all the crap out of my body. Not just for fat loss, but just for longevity of health. Like I want to age well. I don't want to just be old and alive. I want to be old and strong. I want to be old and energized. I want to be old and healthy. Not just old. So I don't want to live till I'm 90. If I live till I'm 90, like I want to be rocking my 90s. Like I want to feel great. And I've learned so much over the last 5 years now about the foods we choose and how it can either heal you or kill you. And that's just the truth. I'm sorry if it hurts your feelings. It is the truth. So I'm always going to eat low carb. Sometimes I do strict keto, but I always am going to stay low carb because it feels great. And I love my ketones because I can be flexible with it. So like if we do go out this week when I was in Kentucky, we went to a pizza parlor. Now I had salad, but one of my friends had some cheesy bread and I was like, man, that looks good. And she said, get you a piece. And I'm like, you know what? I will. I had one meal that day because we were in conference all day. I had ketones, so I can be flexible like that in maintenance phase. So that's just a little bit. I hope that was helpful, Dee. How do you eat one time a day? It's easy, Susan, when you're constantly fasting. When you're used to fasting, especially intermittent fasting with ketones, it's easy to go with 1 meal a day. Now, is it something you have to do? Absolutely not. Is it something you have to do every single day? Absolutely not. It's just I eat when I'm hungry. And if I'm not hungry, I'm not just going to put something in my mouth because they say it's lunchtime. That's just the way I feel. That's the way I teach. If you're hungry, eat. It depends on what you're eating. You don't want to eat bad stuff. If you keep good, clean foods, you can eat 3 times a day if you want to. But if you start your day off with carbs, then you're just going to be miserable all day. You're going to want food all day. Your body is not going to be at its optimal levels if you start your day off with carbs. I did, Alice. I reset it. Let's see. Everybody's telling me to set my timer. I did. I just hit reset. Hope so. Show me the timer.
There's a 4-minute
Yeah,
timer.
I'm almost done.
15 seconds
Like I think I did. Oh, Darlene is 8 pounds to her goal weight, and then she will be maintaining. That's awesome. So I hit the little reset button, so I didn't have to say timer. I just hit the little reset recycle button. All right, guys, these are, oh yes, they're soft. They're cooled off now, so I can show you how easy they are. See, it's soft. It's just like bread. Like, Ricky loves these. Now, I've done the cheese shuffles before, and I mean, they're good. They got some flavor to them. I mean, this, when I say flavor to them, this is good. Like, it doesn't have garlic on it, doesn't have salt on it. You can make it flavorful if you want to. You can make this any kind of bread you want to, but I like it just like this. Simple, so it tastes just like your Wonder Bread or your bread. What you gonna say, Ricky?
You can even put it in the air fryer, crisp it, make it toasty.
Yeah, you know when I take it out of the freezer, because we freeze them, then I literally just put it right back in here for a couple of seconds to warm it up. Or I'll stick it in the air fryer and get it warmed up. So we just love this bread. And I wanted to show it to you. I know I've been doing this for a long time, and I've done this recipe a million times for you guys. But I wanted to go live because I haven't been live for a little while since I was in Kentucky. And a lot of people are new to my page, so they haven't seen this recipe. So you'll see I'm stacking them up here. We're going to use the ones we need for dinner, and then we're going to put the rest of them in a Ziploc bag in the freezer. And I never have to worry about the freezer burning because we use them. And they're really, really good.
They're best for Thanksgiving, Christmas, about turkey.
Oh yeah, Ricky loves leftover Thanksgiving and Christmas turkey and chicken and ham on those. That reminds me, somebody's got food in the refrigerator. I guess they brought food over. It looks like I'm gonna have enough for like one little piece that's extra, and that's okay. You can use this like a taco, like a half bread. All right, I hit the reset button. All right, guys, let me see if you have any other questions, and if you don't, we're pretty much finished up. I like to use them for pancakes. Oh, there you go. I had never used this one for pancakes, this recipe, but I love to make pancakes and waffles in the little waffle maker. I have an amazing pancake recipe that I love. So we don't cook them very often because it is a lot of flour, but I love even keto-friendly flours, guys. If you're using abundant amount and often, is not that great for you. Not if you're just starting. If you're just starting, use the heck out of it. But if you get close to maintenance phase, like you wouldn't want to eat a bunch of flour, even keto-friendly flour all the time. But yes, in the beginning, go for it. Have fun with it. I did. I had sweet treats almost every single night when I first started keto. They were just keto-friendly sweet treats, which include almond flour or coconut flour or whatever. So go for it if you're brand new. But when you get close to that maintenance phase, I don't get to have pancakes as much as I want to, even if they're keto. 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of almond flour, 1/8 teaspoon of baking powder, and how much water? 1/2 teaspoon is what I use. You can use as much water as you want to, though. You can make them a little thinner. I just usually do a 1/2 teaspoon. And that's it. So easy. All right, guys, we are down to the bottom. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much for all of your support and your encouragement to keep following my page. If I've ever helped you guys, please make sure you share. Share all of my videos. Share my posts so we can get more people seeing how easy it is to make a simple bread recipe that's not going to inflame your body. It's not going to give you joint pains. It's not going to create the waistline lap. Like you can just do, why less flour? Why about less flour? Are you talking about in this recipe? No, it does not taste like an egg to us at all, Rachel. Does it you, Ricky? Nope. Why? I don't know if your question about why less flour. It doesn't matter about the flour when you're first getting started, but when you get into maintenance phase, you want to make sure that you're eating good whole foods. I always recommend good whole foods anyway. So protein, low-carb veggies, cooked and healthy fats. That's what we really want to aim for every single day. So if we're eating a lot of flour, a lot of keto sweet treats, then we're actually adding more that's not whole food. Nothing wrong with it. I'm just giving you my advice. When you get close to maintenance phase, you don't want to have those sweet treats every night, even if they're keto. When you get in maintenance phase, you don't want to have flour every other day. You want to really make sure you're eating those proteins with low-carb veggies, cooked and healthy fats, and that is the healthiest way we should be eating anyway. All right, guys. The recipe in this post makes 1 sandwich. That means 1 top, 1 bottom, whatever's in the middle. That's 1 sandwich. Oh my gosh, so Elsie is down 100 pounds, guys. It's amazing. Give her some hearts. Way to go. That's awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off. I see all the questions are answered. Y'all have an awesome night, and if I can help you in any way, just send me a message. Bye, guys.